Oh, chemistry was crazy from the get-go. Neither one of us knew why. We didn't build nothing overnight, cause a love like this takes some time. People spoil all that's the face. Said we can't see that. Now from top to bottom, they see that we did that. Yeah, it's so true that, yeah, we've been through it. Yeah, we got real. Yeah, baby, we've been too strong for too long. And I can't be without you, baby. And I'll be waiting up until you. Oh my God, no. No. Somebody please help me.
Calling me crazy. You know you peeped that lady. Yeah. And when I turned and looked at you, you tried to play it off, but I tell that you were free. Yeah. She was just too nervous. She was like she was like a memory and purpose. And I got a big got wondering myself, and you really know that. Oh, how you know each other so well. Sometimes it's soft as a misty rain that gently touches my soul. It cools the fire that burns in me, and I simply lose control. Are you gonna be? Say that you're gonna be. Yeah. Are you gonna be in love with me? I want you and need you.
I need your loving, so fresh, so clean. Got me in and out. I'm feeling lean.
I'm pretty than a motherfucker, house me looking okay. She fucking with me, is this bitch okay? He said he ain't fucking around, I look at him like okay. I used to be down bad, but now I'm rich, okay. I'm pretty than a motherfucker, house me looking okay.
Okay, y'all, what is up? What is up, y'all? It's your girl, EJ. I am in the building, y'all. We are here to talk about Reasonable Doubt. This is episode 10. This is the finale, y'all. And when I say that they was finaleing up in here, they were definitely doing their big one. I personally love the finale. I enjoyed it. I'm here for it. And I cannot wait to talk to my girls about it. I cannot wait to see what everybody thought about it. And y'all already know we got to do the intros. We got to bring everybody up. And after that, we'll do the vibe check. Please make sure that y'all are dropping your city, drop where you're from, drop the vibe check. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode on a scale of 1 to 5. Please go ahead and do that while I go ahead and make these intros. Shout out to my girl from Queens. Moochie's in the building. Hey, girl. Hey, how are you?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's good? And of course, I got my Candy Love. You are my. Hey, girl.
To give myself 2 seconds to give you time to sing your song.
I know, right?
Hi, EJ. Hi, Moochie. Happy birthday.
Kenzie.
Happy birthday again, Moochie.
Thank
you.
I know I was MIA.
It's okay.
Do y'all think
we celebrate? You got 30 days. 30 days.
Okay, that part. Okay. What's up to my girl Tamika's Den is in the building. She done made it in, y'all. Hey, Tamika.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hey, Tamika.
Hey, Moochie. Hey, Candy. What's going on?
I don't know why. I just love that. And last but certainly not least is our other girl. I got my girl, Miss Kate Black, in the building. Hey, boo. How are you?
Oh, there I am. Hey, y'all.
Hey. Listen, y'all, I am so excited about the finale. Like, it feels like it has been a long journey. But what I'm most mad about is that I knew deep down in my soul, I said it from the very beginning, but then I changed my mind because what do reasonable doubt do? Reasonable doubt make you have doubt and make you change everything that you thought you knew, and then flip it and reverse it, and then you own somewhere else, right? That's exactly what happened because I knew this daddy was trifling from the jump, and I said something wasn't right with him. But you know, it is what it is, y'all. We got to get into all the things, but y'all already know how I like to do it when I start this thing off. I always like to start out with a little bit of a vibe check. I like to know how y'all feeling about the episode. Meanwhile, we got the chat. Please make sure y'all tell me where y'all from, and on a scale of 1 to 5, what y'all feeling about Reasonable Doubt, the finale. Kay, I'm starting with you. Vibe check.
So I knew Kristen had something to do with it. Okay, I'm not putting shade on her neck. So she might not have pulled the trigger, but she knew this whole time. She knew when he was over there dancing to Cisco that what had happened with Wendy. Like you knew this whole time. You saw all of this stuff going down, and you stayed nothing. And you played in Daniel's face, like I said, to throw him off the trail. Her whole thing with hopping in there with Daniel was for him to get the wrong picture about what was going on. So yeah, she's still raggedy. Because she knew she knew what was going down the whole time and was sleeping with Daniel and lying to his face. When she said, "Am I ever gonna see you again?" and he said, "Probably not." I said, "Good."
Okay, that part. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, okay, Daniel, this is over with. We've had our little fun, you know, but let's go. Okay.
Wrap it up.
Tamika, thoughts, vibe check. What you think about this episode?
I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I cursed some people out. Some things pissed me off. Some things made me get a little emotional. You know, R.I.P. to Ozzy. And me and you was on the same page, EJ, because I knew this daddy wasn't about shit, okay? He was raggedy from day one, as soon as he was making them faces in the corner. Mm-hmm. But the whole family's still trash, though. All of them really could still get locked up, and I wouldn't give a damn. Like, they dumpster juice.
That part, absolutely. Candy Love. Vibe check, boo.
It's a family affair. Listen, it was definitely a family affair, okay? So we were not completely wrong. However, we did not know exactly who unalived the lady, but we were still right. Anybody you chose out their bloodline, like Tamika say, throw the whole bloodline away. We were right. And I knew that it was a family affair. It took a family to do what they did, and they did. They covered it up. They did all the things that we're going to talk about. It pissed me off. It's going to be unpopular opinion, but I was pissed off with Jax. But we're going to get there.
Okay, no worries. That's all right. I think it's a lot of people who feel, I already know what you're talking about. And just so y'all know, I have a completely different opinion about it, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Moochie from Queens. Girl, vibe check.
This family moved like was supposed to move like a unit. At one time, it probably was even functioning, but you know, it's some kinks in it because somebody didn't do their part, and Papa feels like he had to do everything. But overall, I liked the episode. This was a good episode. It was I like the way they tied everything up, and especially the cliffhanger. So I'm looking forward to seeing next season. A lot of people did piss me off in this, especially Jax and Jax's father and her sister.
Okay.
Before the mother was getting on my damn nerves.
Okay, Mama Lou stay getting on everybody's nerves. Let me go ahead and show the chat some love. What up to Kendall? Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you, boo, as always. Please make sure to go ahead and do all the things, y'all. Please make sure to hit the like button when you enter into the chat. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, and don't forget to share and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed to any of the channels up here. We would really, really appreciate it. Hey, Angelica, how are you? How are you? What is up? What is up? And shout out to Michelle. Hey, Michelle. Somebody had said they was waiting on this. Hey, Diva Savage. Thank you. Hey, Renee Beckham. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. She always late. Hey, girl. Hey. You always say that I haven't watched it yet. You always haven't watched it. I'm going to need you to start watching it. Kendall said she loved episode 10 finale. Shout out to Demetra. Marilyn is in the building. Okay. I was waiting for this one. Shout out to Simply by Yourself. Oh, Simply by Yourself. Okay, yep. No, I be feeling like I'm in elementary, y'all, when I be trying to figure out the names. Having to sound them out. Let's see who else up in here. Cinnamon Bliss. You know what? That's probably not even what that said, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. Okay. Okay. Queen City in the building. All right. Okay, y'all. So listen, most of y'all are giving it. I see somebody gave it a 9.5. We got some fives. I think that this was a 5, y'all. I think this was a really dope episode. I think they did what they were supposed to do. I really enjoyed this episode. There were some good moments. There were some moments that ticked me off as well. There were some moments that I feel like I definitely have some unpopular opinions. There were some moments that I think were just this guy, Kyle Berry, he acted his behind off as Ozzy. Shout out to him because he did such an amazing job at making this character feel so believable. You know, I just wanted to hug him. I'm not even gonna lie. I just felt like he just needed like one of those just great big hugs or something. I feel like when this started out, I was on the fence with Ozzy, like, oh, you know, I don't really know about this cat. He feels a little arrogant. He feels like all of these things. But then as they start to unfold the story, we really get to see what's really going on with Ozzy, from the abuse, from these parents that he has, from all of these enablers around him, and all the people that are just being yes men and giving him everything he wants. And essentially to even the person that's supposed to be the one person who protects you the most, which is your mom, even she is out for something else, not for his own well-being. And that gave me sympathy towards this character. So that's kind of where I was with it. But yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and just jump into it. First and foremost, Ozzy was found not guilty. I don't think anybody up here thought that there was going to be anything different than a not guilty verdict. I think it would have been interesting had it have not went that way. But I think after Ozzy's testimony, I think that solidified everything. Did anybody think anything different? Mooch, did you think anything different?
No, we all knew that it was somebody in the family. It had to be somebody in the family. Am I on mute? Okay, no, I
can hear you.
Okay. All right. We all knew it had to be somebody in the family, whether it was the mother. We knew it wasn't Ozzy. I'll say it like that.
So you believed in that not guilty, that you believed that they was never going to come back with the guilty verdict?
Once he testified, no.
Okay.
Once
Candy,
he testified,
what about?
no.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
sorry.
that's what's up. You good, girl? You good? Candy, did you ever think there was a doubt where there was going to be a guilty verdict for Ozzy, or did you think that we were always going to get this not guilty verdict?
From the beginning, I thought Ozzy was innocent. Sometimes I had little inklings of maybe he did, but yeah, I never really. I was like 80% that he was innocent. So yeah.
But did you think that we were going to get the not guilty verdict though?
I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah. Of course, it's Jax. Yeah.
What you say? It's Jax.
It's Jax.
That's what's up. Tamika, did you think this was going to be one that Jax was going to not win for once, because Jax has been a winner and this was a little shaky? Everybody was lying, and then Ozzy comes up with the powerful testimony. Was there ever any doubt in your mind that he was going to be innocent or guilty, though? Found innocent or guilty?
When we was like at the midway mark, I was a little skeptical, saying maybe Jax is going to take a loss in the professional life, because we've already seen her take losses and go through things in the private life. But once she called me up and was like, girl, I'm going to use your defense of him being dumb. Once he got on the stand and she gave her closing argument and all that, I figured they was going to come back not guilty.
Okay, that part. And I'll actually get to this. We'll talk about that in a second too, because that's just funny to me. Sorry, guys. I apologize in advance. I do not have all the slides that I want up, but I am just going to kind of be jumping around here. And I probably will go off on my slides. I'm coming back to that one. I'm going to move straight on to this, though, because I want to talk about the sister. I want to get her out the way, because I really thought that there was going to be something major that was going to happen with the sister in this episode. Now, keep in mind that they could be building us up for next season, because this does feel like it's about to roll over, because I really thought that Lori Harvey's character, Chelsea, was a one and done. I didn't ever see her going to, the next season, right? Kay, did you think she was going to the next season? Okay, I can't hear you.
There you go.
Okay. Okay.
I wanted more of this story because, I mean, this is technically, I mean, this is a Black show. It's a Black cast, Black creators, all the things. And you never quite know when the season is going to be the last. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted them to give us a little bit more of the story, because if this would have been it for us, it would have been no point in her coming into the story. You know what I mean? If this is all they was going to do, like this didn't really go the places that we needed to go. All it did was, because at this point we don't know what all we know is she's a scammer just like her dad. All we know, and I know there's got to be a little bit more to her story and how he came about being in her life without, like, I mean, I want to know, like, what was he up to once Jax and her mama moved? Like, how did we get to this place? Like, I want that story. So I really hope it is fleshed out in the next season, because if not, then what's the point?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree with you. If we got nothing. I mean, we're just keeping it real. We didn't get anything with this. Like, we got a little conversation, but that wasn't anything. All we got is a more doubt. Like, we know that her and her daddy are both schemers and scammers, right? We know that we got one crackhead, and I am pretty sure that she might be on them drugs too. I don't know. I'm just saying. I just feel like something is off with her as well, but they are definitely scheming and scamming. But who do you trust? Who do you believe? Like, I low key want to almost believe any crackhead tendencies. Like, over Chelsea seems like a very, very skilled liar, y'all. And I almost want to believe that he was trying to get this money for her only. Like, and this was all her plan, even though she's saying something different and he's saying something different. Who you believe, Moochie? Do you believe Eddie, the crackhead, or do you believe Chelsea, the scammer?
Well, we saw it last week when they had the little meeting I won't say last week, but when we first saw her on the screen, that came out of her mouth about getting the money. He never approached it. I think he was checking the temperature. But I feel like it was mostly her idea and she was pressuring him. She seems very manipulative.
Mm-hmm. Okay, absolutely. Candy, any thoughts about Chelsea? Did you want more from her this season, or are we just or did you get what you needed from it?
I didn't get nothing out of her. I didn't get nothing out of her or her pappy. Like, why are they here? They wasted our time. We could have been talking about something else than these two, because to me they did nothing. It did nothing for me. All they did was bring angst to Jax. That's all they did. Well, the daddy anyway. So she was just, I mean, I don't know why she was here. She did nothing for me. And if they bring her back next season, I'll be watching, but I don't care. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you here? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't like it.
Okay, that's what's up. Tamika, any thoughts over scammer Chelsea and crackhead Eddie?
Yeah, I pretty much agree with what's being said. I just feel like we know, Eddie crackhead self and his shenanigans. We used to him. We know how to deal with him, but we don't really know this chick and her shenanigans and what she coming with. They definitely did this in a way that was like, they was already saying we getting this season 4, or else we would have, I guess, been shit out of luck. Like, if it wasn't, then I really wouldn't have seen the point in this part of the story. But I'm assuming that they went into this story and was filming with already having in mind what they was going to do for season 4. And they got the season 4. So congratulations to them. I want to see what we're going to be doing, because we know that at this point, I feel like she just was trying to, like, turn stuff over on him before he could turn it over on her, because she was the one, like Moochie mentioned, that brought up the whole money thing first, and he told her to stay away from Jax, which she didn't. I'm definitely not buying, oh, I'm your sister, I just want to get to know you and have a relationship. Absolutely not. That's a lie. The lie detector, that was a lie.
Okay. I love that. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, honestly, I guess we'll see what happens with this character. I mean, it is what it is. It feels like, first and foremost, did I say congratulations to the entire cast of Reasonable Doubt? Because they did get up for season 4, which is exciting because this is a really good show. So I guess we'll see what Crackhead Eddie and Scammer Chelsea will be up to then. Speaking of Crackhead Eddie, let's just go ahead and talk about this and get this over with. Jax has a moment where after she speaks with Chelsea, she goes over here and she talks to her father. We can still see that she still extremely loves this man. Like, she still loves her father. She still has that little girl in her still wants this man to be a part of her life, and she wants it to not be true, right? But at this point, she doesn't know if, like she says, if she wants a dad or a sister. I say throw them both away, but this ain't about me. This is about Jax. Moochie, I'm gonna come to you first. What did you think about just this moment in general with Jax, being vulnerable, talking to her dad, and basically saying like she still loves him even through all the BS?
Sometimes you gotta love people from afar, and I think this was our moment of recognizing that.
Okay, Candy Love.
What was the question? Because I got some shit to say. So what's the question?
Just go ahead, say what you gotta say.
Because I have my father, I've had him all my life. I don't know this, so I can just talk junk, okay? And I can just talk from a television standpoint. But because he has not done anything positive for her, and right now you old and you bringing negativity in my life. I don't need that in my. I don't need it. I'm a grown woman. I don't need that. So I think she just need to do away with her dad, like Moochie said, love him from afar, be done with him, and be done with that sister. Because why are they here? They serve no purpose. Yeah. So I would do. Peace out.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel you on that one. Listen.
Well, I mean, if you want to come back and read Lewis a couple more times, then I'm gonna be here for it. I ain't even gonna lie about that part.
I just can't. You know what? I cannot. Listen, let me move on to Billable Bill, because Billable Bill was out here in these streets, and at some point we didn't know, Kay, whether he was friend or foe. We didn't know what Billable Bill was actually doing, right? There were a couple of things, and I got another slide for him because I don't want to forget it. But there were a couple of times where we just didn't know. I feel like in this last episode, I feel like that whole thing about Jax being so great, yada, 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 and you should treat her. That's a bunch of bull. Like, I just wasn't here for it. I wasn't feeling it, because in my mind, if you really rode for Jax this way you say you did, you would have been like, look, I don't want to be a part of this either, because the way you doing somebody who build the most hours, somebody who bring in the most clients, make the most money, and y'all treat her like this, ain't no way in hell y'all gonna do me right when the time comes. Like, there's no way. So I would have been on the side of it of, yeah, I can't do this. I just feel like there was a moment for him to stand for something, and he didn't. He just did what I expected him to do, which was try to get that partner job at all costs, act like he had Jackson's best interest in heart, pull a halfway move on it, but didn't really pull the trigger all the way. What are your thoughts over Billable Bill and his promotion and his little rant about Jax?
You got with the winning team because of Jax. That's why you're with the winning team. What you gonna do when she's gone? Like that was the person right there. You want to know how to win? Did she not tell you all I do is win? If you wanted, because all the stuff that you were suggesting and they were suggesting was not going to get you the results that Jax got. So what is that going to get you when she's out of there? Like, where are you going to be at now? Like, you sacrificed a good work relationship with Jax, and you sacrificed your family to get to this point. Like, what do you have? What do you have, Tommy, at the end now, except for Sally and her stiff wig?
Girl, that part.
Because was it worth it?
Okay, was it worth it? No, absolutely not. I don't think so. And then I think Tamika. Are you back, Tamika? Okay, she might be on set. Okay, I'm gonna come to you, Moochie, with this right here, with the same exact thing. What did you think about Billable Bill?
he you gotta look at it like this. Dude is going through a divorce, so he knows that he gonna need this cash. He knows that he's put in a, he's kind of stuck at a rock in a hard place. So he's got to look out for him, but he's still trying to look out for Jax, but he still wants this partnership. So he's going in so many different directions just to deal with that. So I got that point. Now, why Sally is in the mix, she needs to go sit her whole self down somewhere. It's just like, how are you trying to, it seemed like you worked at this more than your marriage. You're working at this more than your marriage.
Girl.
It was easier. It was easier to do.
Yeah, I see. So I guess starting a new relationship,
no bills, no
is
kids.
easier. So it's at the fun stage. I get what you're saying.
No bills, no kids, no history. This is the easy part. So yeah, no.
Yeah, absolutely. In this particular moment, he said something about she's like hyping him up and all this type of stuff or whatnot. I didn't care about this either. I'm sorry. I just didn't care about this either. I just feel like Bill is the fakest person out there right now. Like, I feel like Bill is pretend. Like, I don't believe anything that he says. And I think that at the end of the day, we probably are going to get Bill next season because they're putting these two together right now, right? Like, we're putting them together, which means now he's still going to be in Jax's world somewhere. Jax doesn't trust him. I just don't like it. I think that is just weird, and I don't know.
So cringy as a couple. Is it just me?
They are. When she put her hand on him, it was so forced. I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, it's no chemistry. It's just
it's not giving what they. I don't know if y'all want us to be cringe, but it's not giving what y'all wanted to give. It's just not.
It's really not at all. I just need Tommy to stay over here with Maria. Okay, that's it. Okay, point blank and period.
I'm getting F buddies with this.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's what he started out as. Mm-hmm. But that hand that she put on his hand and the way he was like, when the words that they were saying at the end made it seem like they were going to try to do more than that at the end. Like, they're saying one thing, but it feels like they're trying to do something else. It's been these little moments that they've gave us. Okay, Tamika's back. Talk about Billable Bill.
You snooze, you lose. He played too many games. He kept playing both sides. He did what I wanted him to do. Listen, for me, it was always, it didn't make sense. Like, if the partners every minute, even down to the last hour, they were still telling you, why do I need you? For me, if I see that Jax is the money maker, the showstopper, the one that be doing the damn thing up in here, y'all playing in her face, what would y'all do to me? And the fact that y'all trying to use me and threaten me and hold this position over my head the entire damn time to, blindside her and try to trip her up and play games in her damn face. And you keep telling her, yeah, I'm down with you, Jackson. Then you tell them in the last minute, oh no, let's not act like Jax ain't doing what she need to be done and put some respect on her name. Like, you should have came with that energy from a long time ago. It was too late. It did not make no sense. If you would have did it the right way and coinciding with, with Corey ended up telling her and all of that, then it would have made sense, and you probably would have been maybe going to be partner with her in her new spot or something. But now you just still there with the shenanigans of them, and I hope they kick you out on the damn street.
I hope so too. Like, I would love if that is exactly what happens, because why? I don't trust him, Tamika. I don't believe anything that he said when he was saying all that hype me up stuff. I feel like he was being fake as hell. Like, I felt like it was too late. And just like you, I felt like if he was real, he would have been like, look how they doing her. The person who's making the most money, the person who's doing the person that's on top, and they're treating her like this. Shoot, I'm not nowhere near Jack, so ain't no way they gonna treat me right. Exactly. So I don't understand that. That's why Bill is fake for me. Like, he just is what he is. But let's get off of him for a second. Let me go back. I'm sorry, I got all these slides mixed up. I'm trying to see really where I wanted to go with this. Oh, here we go. This is the other one. I'm trying to talk about all the little stuff and get that out the way. Then I come back to the big stuff. So there's a moment where finally we brought this storyline to an end. I hope this storyline is gone forever because I am so over it. Lewis finally stands up, but it just feels lackluster. It feels like it doesn't even matter at this point because you should have done this a long time ago. Like, if you've been keeping track of all the things, like if you could have pulled this maneuver, you just should have did this so long ago. It just irritated me. And y'all know I ain't got no problems with Lewis. I know a lot of people don't like Lewis, but I have no problems with Lewis. But at the end of the day, this was just dumb. Like, you should have been and got rid of this dude. Why is he still here, Ike? Like, why is he here? Like, no, like, why is he here? Like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't agree with it at all. I just think that we should have done this if we could have. And then when it happened, it didn't feel like anything. Like, it just felt like, okay, and I was done. Did anybody feel like, oh, yes, Lewis, about time? Did anybody have that moment? Okay, good. I just want to make sure that I was,
Lewis can mess up a wet dream. That's all I can say.
Girl, I'm not. Tamika, what are your thoughts about Lewis coming through in the final hour?
This was another you snooze, you lose. He's neck and neck with Bill right about now. Like, they on the same damn level. What I didn't get, this was supposed to have been happening, like you already said. I don't really have too much different thoughts than you on this. Like, yeah, you finally told him what you should have been told him from the damn first time he came in the door playing in your face once you found out, like, you over here, oh, he having a baby. And who was it last week that was like, he don't know, he could be over there on, and we finding out you up on Sunday. Your ass ain't thinking about no damn baby and no relationship or anything else. And a simple Google, okay, would have fixed all of this. Like, you investigate every damn thing else. I'm just not understanding. Lewis took L's this whole damn season. So season 4, Lewis, I hope your ass, and putting up or shutting the hell up, because this was ridiculous.
That part. Candy, what thoughts over Lewis?
You just don't never, if you are in a personal position, you don't never let somebody below you put you in a position where you could lose your job. Don't ever do that. And you were about to lose, you could have lost your job, sir. You and Mr. C++ that don't know C++, that don't know how to open a damn email, that be lying about everything he do. You lie about a damn baby. This Negro is full of lies. Lewis, don't ever let nobody mess you up with your employment, okay? Don't ever. I don't care if it's black pride, black brother, my brother. No, you are a company man. That's why you got a damn job, okay? Yeah, no. Tell that, sir, go somewhere. You and your hair.
Girl, I'm not. Mochi, thoughts?
My thoughts on this, I feel like he should have did it last week. I already doubt. He's not even last week, the week before, when I was saying he need to issue get off the pot, he was taking too long to fire dude. Where now he looks like he can't lead at all.
Well, I mean, he out of there now for sure. So,
and he really was still trying to read Lewis too.
And you really was. Not only that, you didn't even get to me, it wasn't like a satisfying moment. You know how you be thinking like, all right, once he fired, we gonna be glad that he's out the door. It wasn't even like that. Yeah, okay, you used the guards to get him out, but he should have been tossed out like the last time. How many
put you in a position to be able to lose your damn job? You can't punk me at my job. You can't tell me, you can't threaten me at my no. Lewis, I'm gonna need you to drop your kahunas, okay?
Okay, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. There's a moment where we have this cute little family moment. So Jax invites Ozzy back over to her house for dinner again, right? He says that he has a party and he goes to the party. Who was that? Was that Cordell Stewart? Who was that, y'all? Somebody. Is that Doc? I forgot who was playing that character. I think it was Cordell. I can't think of his name right now. But anyway, y'all know they be having them guest appearances up in here all the time. They don't be playing brothers. Yeah, the one that gave him the stuff.
I think that's Odell Beckham brother. I think.
Okay, I don't know who it was.
He was a football player.
Yeah, I know he's a football player. That's all I got.
A football player brother, yeah.
But anyway, So he gives him some, some red stuff. I said, what type of drugs they got? I guess I just know the basic drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just know the basics. I don't know all these extra drugs, y'all. I'm sorry. I do not got a PhD in the drugs. These drugs are just, it's a lot. Okay. I didn't even know they came in them colors. But anyway, he gives him the stuff, and Isaac actually walks away from this, but he does take the stuff that he puts into his hand. But he walks away from this environment and goes over to Jax's, which I was like, oh, okay, way to go, him. I think at this point, we all knew what was happening. We all saw the trailer, and we all knew that there was only one moment left that could happen, that there was anything that, even if you didn't think it before, by the time we got down to the last two episodes, there were only two things that could happen, right? So I think we kind of all anticipated it and felt it. Well, at least I know I anticipated it and felt it and was just waiting for the moment and waiting for how they were going to play it out, because there was nothing left in the trailer for us. Tamika, were you kind of at that point too, like, oh, it's gonna be him? Like, when did you realize it was gonna be Ozzy?
Yeah, pretty much at the dinner. Everything's going good. We all happy. The kid, good conversation with the kids. We taking a selfie with him, saying goodbye. The kids is leaving with mama, and I'm like, okay, I already see what road we going down. I didn't know exactly how it was gonna play out in terms of the choice that Jax made, but yeah, once we was there, I knew we was there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. I love this family dinner and the family dynamic that they were having. Now, I know some of y'all are not going to agree. Let me go on over here to Kay, because I know she has been itching to go off on Lewis. Go ahead and get it out your system, girl. Dude said, that they were good parents and that he wished that he had some sort of, I think what he wanted was structure and just somebody to really care. And he didn't get that from his family. He felt like he wouldn't have been in the situation that he was in. Your thoughts? And I forgot to ask you about whatchamadoodle. You can talk about both of them. I'm sorry, I missed you.
Oh yeah, I was just going. Yeah, Lewis been getting punked the whole season. Okay, the whole season. His own daughter punked him when she called him out on that lie. He been getting punked by Jack's crackhead ass daddy, and now you getting punked by somebody who don't even know what they doing at the job. So no, he really thought he was sitting back big and bad doing something. The dude already got over on you, Lewis. He already got over on you. Like, you're not doing anything to fire him. I don't even know how he was able to maintain at that job that long. So I guess maybe it made him feel better about himself because all the other mistakes that he made. The damage was already done, Lewis. I thought Ozzy was gonna OD at the little party kickback thing that they was going on. I thought that's where it was going to happen at, because I saw him, because remember on his birthday when he had all this stuff around trying to celebrate on his birthday, I was just like, oh, here he go. The only way he know how to celebrate is doing stuff he ain't supposed to be doing. So I thought it was going to happen then, but I was glad that he made the decision to go to Jack's house, because at least he felt he was around people who liked him and wasn't trying to exploit him. Like, he felt happy at Jack's house. Like, the kids admired him. Jackson Lewis treated him well. Although he thinks that Jackson Lewis are the best parents in the world, I mean, he really don't know that they're flawed too. But he thought so.
He said that, Kay. Don't do that. He said it. Come on.
Nah, he mentioned the flaws.
She being funny, Moochie. She just being. I know what she doing. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But I feel like this is probably the only time he felt like nobody was trying to get anything from him. Like, this is probably the safest Ozzy has felt his whole life.
Yeah.
Probably and that's sad that he had to go to his attorney's house, somebody that he paid to defend him, somewhere. And this lady house is the only place he's felt safe his whole entire life. The only place he felt safe. And yeah, Jack should have treaded a little bit more lightly with bringing the conversation, but I feel like at least in his final moments, he felt some type of love, a love that he didn't feel before. And I was glad that he was able to have that. There was a genuine smile. I feel like he didn't have to pretend to be anybody else. He didn't have to put on a front. He didn't have to say no movie lines. He didn't even have to go to the bathroom and do his little acting faces like, who am I going to be today? You know, this time he literally just said, all right, I'm here. I guess they like me as just me. I don't have to be anybody else. And that was enough for him. But that's a damn shame that had to happen. And also, I wish that he would have known it was his dad. I wish that he would have known that first.
Yeah, that's jacked up that he didn't get a chance to know exactly who it was. But that probably just would have really burned him.
That he didn't. He missed out on really knowing the truth.
Yeah, and he probably would have never found out the truth had this not happened. That probably would have one of those things that got buried again. But there's a lot of layers to this, and there's a lot of conversation I know to be had about this right here. So we're going to go ahead and get that conversation out the way because we got to move on to a couple of more things that that happened in the episode. I'm trying to make sure I got rid of all the, y'all know I'm trying to get rid of all the other stuff first. We'll talk about those things afterwards. Okay. I think I got rid of all, I think I talked about all the other stuff I wanted to talk about. But anyway, let's go ahead and just have this conversation because I know Candy got some thoughts. I feel like Kay got some thoughts. I feel like everybody has some thoughts, right? Because there's been this talk about, was Jax right or was she wrong? Or, because I don't even want to put a right and a wrong on it. Maybe just feelings about it, because I don't think that there's like a yes or a no, and I don't think that there's ever going to be like a right or wrong with it, but maybe just your feelings or thoughts about how Jax, in the end, how she comes to him and she's like, look, you know, basically you need to go to rehab. You need to go to rehab. And then there's this moment where Ozzy tells her, like, Ozzy is like, I can't do it, you know, he just doesn't feel like he can do rehab. Now we know that we visited this moment before when she wanted him to go to rehab. I think it was when he had the overdose, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's when it happened. But the entire family was like, no, he's not going to rehab. And they basically were co-signing so much that he didn't have to go to rehab. They didn't want him in rehab. But Jax feels like, she tells him, these are a couple of things she said. I didn't write them down. I'm sorry, y'all. She says, that you need to stop the cycle, right? She also says that there are going to be all sorts of people coming. There are going to be all these people that are going to be coming. There are going to be movie stuff. There's going to be this. There's going to be that. Like, there's going to be all these things. There are going to be all these triggers for you. And then that's when she drops on the rehab thing and how they were going to be there in 20 minutes. We have this moment, a really special moment where he's like, I'm so mad at you, but I love you too. And she tells him that she loves him right before that. And the thing is that Jax actually really does love Ozzy. That's what we realized. We all knew that she saw something in him and that she cared about him far deeper than what she's ever cared about any of her other clients. And that's fine because that's what she's a lawyer. That's what she's supposed to do, right? But for some reason, she fell in love with Ozzy. Like, she really loved this kid and she really wanted what was best for him. And we see that in this moment. And Ozzy didn't throw a temper tantrum. He didn't do any of the things. You know, he wasn't, you know, like what he did with his parents. It was, he used his words. He said, I'm so mad at you, but I love you too. So we're going to just explore that moment. I'm going to give everybody a chance to tell me what they thought about this moment and how they felt. And how you felt about how Jax handled everything. Moochie, I'm starting with you. Then after Moochie, Candy, Candy, Kay, then Tamika, you go last.
I felt like with this moment, the last moment, he felt like he was part of something and not because of who he was. As far as with Jax, she gets very, come on, she got tied up she was messing with her last client. Y'all forgot about her being tied up the first season?
But that was like a sexual thing. I'm talking about like an agape thing. But go ahead.
The ethics, though. She brought the ethical boundaries.
Yeah, that's where she gotta start. Mm-hmm. Like, this doesn't look good on her part. This could come back and bite her with the ethics with her ethics. Am I right or wrong? Like, with that, like, they could question her ethics with that, especially the partners. They could use that as like, look, we parted ways because of this, because of her ethics and how she does. She wins cases, but how much is she willing to do to win? They could try to flip it on her next season. I'm just saying. Where as far as Ozzy, he this was the first time he wasn't enabled. I think she kind of messed up telling him that they was on their way, because he wanted to get that last hoorah in. If she didn't tell him that those people was coming from the rehab center to pick him up, he would have never went to the bathroom. He was fine. He was content. He was happy. Maybe her approach was wrong. Maybe they should have just showed up and took him. I'm sorry. I know it sounds bad, but that he still would have been alive probably, because he wouldn't have went to the bathroom.
Candy, sorry, y'all can hear me.
Let me go slow with this thing. Sometimes you got to mind your goddamn business, okay? Sometimes you just got to mind your business, and that'll help you out, and you can go a whole lot further when you mind your business. And I understand what she was doing. I understand her wanting to help this young man. But now this young man has overdosed in your son's bedroom, died in your son's bedroom on your watch. Jax, this is on you. This is on you as a mother, as a lawyer, as a what are those people called when you have to like a mandated report? Like, this is on you. And I want this to fester in your mind forever. I want you to have flashbacks of seeing this boy on your son's bedroom floor forever, because you got to mind, sometimes you just have to mind your business. She should have never done this. She shouldn't have done this. She could have done this a whole nother way. She should have spoke to Autumn first. Hey, should I go here? Should I do this? Autumn probably most likely would have told her, no, he's fragile. This boy is broken. He was happy at a dysfunctional table full of dysfunctional people and did not know they was dysfunctional. He was just happy as a lark, because it wasn't my type of dysfunction. These people showed me love, genuine love. And then you go turn around on him. To me, it was like she went behind his back, like she just betrayed him. It felt like betrayal. And you already call those people on me. It's like you calling the police on me. And in 20 minutes, okay, well, you don't know I got some in my pocket, because I just gave your mama pills back last week. The smart thing would have been to do was like what you said, let them come take him out. If you're gonna do it that way. But this boy died on your watch. He may have overdosed somewhere else, but not on your watch. Now this is gonna be on you forever. And this might sound wrong, crazy, whatever. I don't know what y'all gonna say, but I don't really care. I want Jax to fester and see this forever. I do. Because sometimes you just need to mind your damn business. That's it. That's all.
Okay, thank you. Kay Bly.
As a mom, I understand what she was trying to do. Jax was looking at Ozzy as a child. She was really getting way too close to the case. It's that, like, she stopped looking at Ozzy as a client and looked at him as a child that should be protected. And she also, that hit a wound in her, because she felt like she wasn't protected as a child. She wasn't protected from her crackhead dad and his drug use, and she wasn't protected from her mom and whatever men that she was bringing around. Jax, and when people like that have a thing that they want to be for somebody else, what they didn't have them on their own, and she wanted to be for Ozzy something that nobody was for her, and it's like nobody provided me with the help that I should have gotten, and his family is definitely not going to do it. I want to be that for him. Now that he's beat this whole court case, he's good, he can live his life, but I still want him to actually live a full life, because he has a whole lot of trauma and he has an addiction that he has to deal with. And I actually want him to actually live a real life. But Jax, you are not a mental health professional. Who did you consult with this? Because if they were doing a real intervention, I would have liked for her to have had his actual counselor there. Because if you are doing an intervention with somebody who was heavy drug use, you did not pat him down to see if he had drugs on him. You did not ask him, did he take any drugs beforehand? And you let him go behind a closed door by himself, and you didn't check on him to see what was going on. Had you have went through the proper channels to do this correctly, it might have went a little bit more successfully at that. You didn't do it the right way because that's not your area of expertise. Law is what you do. You should have left the mental health part of it for the professional. And he has a therapist that you could have called and asked, what is the proper way for me to go about this whole situation so that I can get him from point A to point B? Because had you have done that, then they would have let you know, we need, before you even have this conversation with him, we need to be right there, not come later, right there, because he is an addict. And we don't know if you have something in your bathroom, if there's something in your house, if there's something in his pockets, what he did beforehand, where he's going to try to go before then. Jax didn't even know if he was going to throw an adult tantrum like he did at his own house, because he could have flipped this whole wig and tore that house up. She don't know that. He could have stormed out and did something else. And so she might have had good intentions, but she did not go about it the correct way at all. And she does need to sit in that and say, you had good intentions, but next time, just like when you want people to call you as a professional, call somebody else as a professional when you want to help people. And you also have to remember that you was crossing a whole lot of ethical boundaries in this.
I pretty much agree with everything the ladies have said before me, and I appreciate Kay Blau for breaking it down so eloquently. Okay. Yes, I don't know why y'all just got kind of emotional. I ain't supposed to be getting emotional over damn Ozzy. Ozzy, you never stood a damn chance. But yes, I felt the same way as soon as that came out of Jack's mouth. I'm like, no, Jax, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I just knew where this was going. And to me, if he would have went off, yeah, that could have been even more dangerous. He could have, somebody could have got hurt, whatever have you. But I actually feel like that was the other side. He didn't go off. He said it so calmly, like, I'm mad at you, but I love you. He was letting her know right then. Her friend warned her. The therapist he's been seeing all this time warned her that he is entrusting to you. You are the only one he trusts. And once that is broken, that is when you in danger, girl. Okay, that's when it's going to go wrong. That's when it's not going to be a good thing. And none of that was in Jack's mind at the time, because all of this is coming from her heart and her emotion. She does care about him. She is looking at him as a child, but she's not thinking about this logically at all. She should have talked to his therapist, and she should have had it be like, a group setting and an intervention, if you will, all of those things. But she should not have been like, go in the room, take a minute, but yeah, they on their way, they about to come get you. Like, that wasn't the move to make. It wasn't. And, I understand completely why she did it. And of course, you could always Monday morning quarterback, she was regretting it after the fact. And it's obvious because she said, I failed my father, which you didn't fail your father. That was never your responsibility to begin with. But that just shows, the trauma and the link that she had, that she wanted to try to save Ozzy because she felt like she didn't save her father. She just finished having this conversation with her father at the damn funeral home where Ozzy is going to end up. How ironic is that? And yeah, it was just like, oh man, I feel bad for Jax. I know why she did it, but this wasn't the way to go. It just wasn't. And it's unfortunate that, it had to happen there in her house. And I shout out to this cast, shout out to what's his name again that played Ozzy. He did do the damn thing. Unfortunately, we have seen this story one too many times in real life with celebrities and just in real everyday life. I have family members that have addictions, and I've lost people that have unallowed this, all of the above. So it's like they definitely touched on a real topic, and you could do your best for the person, but if the person doesn't want to do it for themselves, what are you going to do? Like, he was not at that space. And the crazy thing about it is, even when they're at the office and what's his name, Daniel says like, oh, should we go and should we tell him about Christian or talk to him about any other things, she literally says no, let him enjoy the weekend, let him just kind of take this in for a minute. So I want to know what changed when she sat at this dinner table that she all of a sudden was like, let me call up the people and have them come. I kind of guess I do know what changed up. I'm assuming that her dad and the sister and all of that started weighing in on her and this, just her caring about Ozzy. I mean, they brought that up, and then weight is a weakness to her. Like the prosecutor and them was like, she literally she sees herself in her clients, right? So unfortunately, it just didn't end well. That really did break my heart. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah, no, it was a really sad moment. Yeah, and actually I have a different take on all of this. While I agree with some points that were made, because there were some really good points that were made about how it could have happened, I feel like if we put him in a group setting, that it really does have the effect of, I am trying to force this on you, and that would have been more of the betrayal. I feel like the way that Jax did it and the way that she went about it, I actually didn't disagree with the way that she went about it. I think that she didn't actually force him. She told him what he needed to do, and he accepted that. See, the thing is that they were coming in 20 minutes. Ozzy didn't have to stay there. Ozzy was not, he was not chained to the thing, held down. He never had to stay there. He could have left. I felt like Ozzy in that moment wanted somebody to stop and say, this is what you need to do. Do this. And finally, he had that one person who said, this is what's going to happen. This is what you need to do. And he didn't fight it, because he could have. He could have fought it. He could have left. There was no moment where Ozzy ever had to stay in that moment at that time. He could have left and went on back over there to that party with them, or wherever he was going to go, wherever Uber would take him, because we know he don't know no directions and stuff. He don't know where to go. But he could have left, but he didn't. And I feel like he has been crying out for help, but no one has done it. Like, his parents should have said, you are going to rehab. Whether it's took, whether it stayed, at least they would have tried. At least they would have let him know that they cared in some way, form, or fashion. But instead, all they ever cared about was the money, the fame, like how he's going to continue to take care of the family. No one ever stopped to say, Ozzy, you need help. And I feel like Jax in that moment said that, like, you need help. And in that moment, he had a choice. Either I'm going to accept this help or I'm not. I really think that him going in there and doing them drugs was him trying to have his one last hoorah. And I'm going to go over here and try to change my life. I'm going to actually take this and go try to change my life. But sometimes people don't know what their limits are. Like, they think they can keep taking these drugs and they just gonna be okay because I've done it this so many times. But you don't know what's in the next drug or this one. I really don't think Ozzy was trying to OD. But if we think about it, how many times? I mean, he done OD'd a couple of times since we've seen him.
Yeah, that's why they would have the Novocaine on deck. But I see what you're saying, EJ, but then I kind of disagree, because he took that whole red bag. It wasn't a damn thing left up in there. I'm just saying. I think he was like, yeah, y'all going to be in 20 minutes already. And either I'm going to be gone or I'm going to be out of space and so high that I don't know that y'all taking me away, or whichever one. You know, he may not have been trying to purposely take himself out. I can't say that he was.
And it's not even about Ozzy, really, because I mean he's gonna be an addict. I'm not saying what Jax did was wrong, but the way she ambushed him, she could have went at it in a better way, because that's not your area of expertise, because a professional would have known if he is an addict and you did not check his pockets, he could go behind closed doors and use, or he could go in your bathroom and look. And remember how he was looking?
Take your mama pills again.
Like, he's gonna drug seek. And if I get that with somebody, then she would have known to do that, but in a better way. Like, you don't. This is not your area enough to have known if he was safe enough to had sprung this upon him, because it was an ambush. Granted, he did need help, and somebody should have offered him help. She just should have consulted with some people to do it in a better way.
But I think we're making the assumption that she did not. That's my whole point. I think that everyone's making the assumption that she didn't consult with anyone. And
I don't think if she consulted with somebody, I just don't think that would have been what they would have been telling her to do.
They would not
I could be wrong, but from my experience, that wouldn't have been. Well, I can't see that being what they would have told her to do, and I don't even think it's a right and wrong. I don't feel like you can say a right and wrong with these situations. I just think she was trying to do something because she cared. That's really how I see it. I could be wrong though.
They would have told her not to do that, but especially if they know he has a history of throwing these adult tantrums and kind of losing. If she would have consulted with professionals, they would have told her not to have that conversation with him by herself. They would have told, and then they would have told her not to leave him by himself. So I don't think she consulted with anybody because they would have advised her to do something different.
Okay, that's fine because I'm not a professional, but what I'm saying is that I didn't see it as an ambush because she wasn't forcing this upon him. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but from what I saw someone that was trying to give him a choice and asking him to make a choice. Not I'm going to hold you captive here and these people are going to come, but listen, this is an option for you, and if you want it, here it is. And I'm going to tell you what your parents didn't tell you. And that's how I saw it. I didn't see it as I'm holding you hostage and I'm making you go to rehab and this is what you have to do. I saw it as her reaching out and saying, hey, you need help. And this is, and I'm going to try to give you that help. If you want it, accept it. Go in that room if you want to, but if she and I don't think the words needed to be said, but if you don't, you can leave. I think he knew he could leave. He just didn't want to.
If he's mentally 13. I think he might have heard something else. Because remember,
I just would have done it in my house.
There mentally. So if he's still operating as a child, he probably heard these people finna come and drag you out of this house, and that's gonna be that. He probably interpreted it in another way, which is why he said, "I'm mad at you." Because if he thought he had a choice, he might have left. But I think he felt that I have to do this. This is the right thing to do because remember in his mind, and he's used to people telling him what to do. So I don't think he felt like he might have had much of a choice.
And then I also think that there's the other point of this. When he walks out of this door, that's it. I don't think there's another chance for Jax to help him. I think that once Ozzy walks out of this door, that's it. Like he's going back to the cameras, back to that life, back to his mama who already probably got every interview scheduled for him. Because we all know that what she came and did was a lie. She was just trying to get back in good graces with him. That's all she was doing. It was never about Ozzy. She wanted to get back in good graces with him. She wanted to be his manager. So that's why she came there with that sad ass apology. I think that once he left, that was it. And either Ozzy was going to go this way, the way that he did, which I hate that because I feel like a lot of us are looking at it like, oh, this is absolutely, and I'm not saying anybody on this panel, I'm just saying that everybody's looking at it like this is Jax's fault. If she hadn't have did this, he wouldn't have died. That boy would have died regardless of if it was this day or another day, because that's where it was headed. And if they left him in the hands of them not parents, because the other one going to jail. How you supposed to say it? JL. The other one going in. Okay, he gone. But that mom, this was not, he wasn't gonna last anyway. I'm just glad that before he left this world that someone said that they cared enough about him to want to see him do better, whether it was in the right way or the wrong way. At the end of the day, what she did for him, I think, was a release. What she gave to him was something that he never had before anyway. So I see it like that.
And now that she did that, the boy gone to glory. That's why you need to mind your business. Because if you mind your business, it wouldn't have happened in your house. That's my only gripe. You can't die in my house. You got to die somewhere else.
I can't.
I'm sorry. Not in my house. Hell no. My kids got to sleep here. I got to walk through this house every day. All I'm going to see is them EMS running through, taking you out on a gurney because I said you need to go to rehab. No, not on my watch. No. That's my only gripe.
I understand. But
I definitely understood where she was coming from in telling him, I'm doing what your parents should have did a long time ago. They should have, and unfortunately they didn't. I agree. I see all the points. Now, I won't take it as far to say that it is Jack's fault, or that I feel like she had good intentions, but I just feel like it was done the wrong way. But that's the way they wrote it, and that's the way it be happening in real life. So,
Well,
but I definitely don't
Jax
want
have
to
boundary
die.
issues. Number one, Jax be
Mhm.
overstepping her boundaries in everybody's situation and in every place.
But I mean, at this point, she's no longer his lawyer. She's just someone that's trying to be a friend to him and just trying to be there for him. So I didn't even see it as an overstep of boundaries. Now, maybe if it had happened before when she was still his actual lawyer and it was still the case was going on, then maybe she would be doing too much. But now she's just trying to be a friend. I'm just happy that somebody tried to actually be there for him. I think we underestimate the power of someone actually caring enough to even say anything to you, because we live in a world now where everybody truly just wants to record and do nothing else but see other people hurt. And it's nice to see somebody actually not want to see somebody hurt and actually care for once, because most of the time people don't care no more. People don't care what happened to other people. They can see you like laying down and they would walk right past you and be like, I got the video, and keep it pushing. Somebody gonna help, So I don't know. I think there's no right, there's no wrong, there's no any of that. I think that everybody will have their own opinions about it. But at the end of the day, what it all boils down to is that this was a beautifully written scene, and that it has struck so much controversy as far as the dialogue that it brings. I think they did an amazing job. Whoever was over there in that writer's room, shout out to them, because I think that this was so nuanced that it really doesn't have a right or a wrong in any way.
Yeah, it's not a black and white issue, and he definitely did feel loved, and I believe that he loved, Jackson. He appreciated her. He appreciated being able to sit there with her family. All of that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Don't do that. I don't think, and this is my opinion. She always this is my honest opinion. I believe that there's a time and a place for everything, but if we just keeping it real, there would have never been another time or a place for Ozzy. Ozzy's life would have spiraled out of control the moment he left out of that, and we saw that from the show. And that's just that part we know would have happened. His mom would have took over, they would have ran with it, and Ozzy just would have been out there. And who knows? He might have hurt somebody else instead of just
get the eraser head. Let's get the eraser head. Come on.
Yeah, because mind you, she invited him to dinner too, and she's telling Jax, you won because he chose you. But who the hell is the winner here, man, with your dusty ass?
That's exactly my next
point. We
at
a funeral. Girl, shut the hell up.
Who wins in this whole situation? But the fact that the mom was actually jealous of the relationship that Jax and her son had formed in this short time that they formed it, and she couldn't even get there with him, and she just tells her like you won, but won what, ma'am? Like, who won what? I don't understand. That was working my nerves. I just don't understand what she won exactly, and it felt real for her. But I want to talk about this. I want to talk about the last little pieces of it. We finally get the full story. First, we get a lie, and then we get a truth, right? The lie is that Kristen did it, and I know that Kay wanted Kristen to be the one so badly that she was the one who pulled the trigger. But turns out Kristen didn't actually pull the trigger. I guess she's an accessory. Technically, she was there, but she didn't pull the trigger. We find out that it was actually the Raggedy Daddy, and that she's been holding on to this secret for this entire time. And what I found interesting about this was that this dad allowed, and if I were to place any blame anywhere, I'm going to place a lot of blame on this dad. Ozzy is never in this situation if he just comes out and does the right thing. You are the one who unalived her, and now you're letting your son go on trial for it. Could have possibly lost his entire life for it. Career probably could have taken probably did take a huge dip. You just can't never tell about the people in the world these days. You never know if it's going to hype you up or if it's going to take you down. But whatever the case is, it could have taken a huge dip. And it could have been the end of his career. But the daddy just didn't seem to care. Mooch, what are your thoughts about the Raggedy Daddy and the confession at the end? Oh, I think she might be gone. Candy, you go.
I thought it was priceless, and I'm glad that I'm glad that she pulled it out of him. That was the last good thing she did.
Yeah, absolutely. Candy?
I wasn't expecting this at all. I knew the whole family was a part of it, but I just wasn't expecting this to be the what came out. Um, yeah, he's work. Kristen knew her brother didn't do it, but you allowed him to go through this. I just said it's trash. Like why? I just didn't like. She needs to go to jail.
Okay, that part. The way he was talking about them, though, like he talked about them like a dog. I said,
Like a bitches. I say, well, damn.
Okay.
Woo.
Where my moderators at? I've been knocking people out left and right. Y'all haven't been knocking these people out.
Yeah,
I'm
over here
looking.
now.
That's why I'm asking.
I'm over here now.
Yeah, I was deleting the
Thank you.
comments, but I couldn't block. I don't know. My phone wasn't letting me do it.
Moderators, please make sure that y'all are knocking these people out when y'all see these comments, because YouTube has integrated this new thing with the vertical thing. It brings people into chats that typically would not be in the chat. So you're going to see a lot of weird comments and stuff like that. It's the way it always works. So please make sure to get rid of those comments for me, please. I'm trying to do both, but I would really, really appreciate that. Where were we? Oh, Dad. Who was talking? Tamika. Okay. Tamika. Who? Candy? Tamika? I think Candy just finished.
Yeah.
Okay, Tamika.
Oh, okay. Child, yeah, because I text EJ when Kristen first told Daniel the story. I said, wait a minute, so we just gonna stop the story and go to the court and be changed into a new outfit and we celebrate? Like, what else happened? Because that just didn't feel like the whole story for me. So I was waiting for the other shoe to drop. And we already knew that, that was her job and we had put her in this position. Not the daddy telling her, you ain't ish, you ain't never did shit right. All you do is mess up everything for every damn body. You got her being a child, assisting you in this daggone thing. And all the time knowing what y'all did and what you had her help you with. For you to let Ozzy sit there and suffer, like Mama should have dragged you more. I mean, all of y'all should be dragging each other, and y'all should all be dragged to damn jail. But I'm just saying, like, it's really the audacity for me that he still was not taking no type of accountability. He pretty much, a whole accessory. Like, he pretty much was still trying to tell her she's in the wrong. He's trying to tell Mama she in the wrong. He probably want to tell Ozzy you in the wrong, even though he's 6 feet under. Like, I can't with this man. Lock him up immediately, throw away the damn key, bury him underneath the damn jail. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I ain't got nothing for daddy.
I feel you. Kay, what are your thoughts on this daddy?
Raggedy, raggedy, raggedy. I knew it was two people. I said it's two. It's gotta be two. It's gotta be somebody that pulled the trigger and somebody that helped, that assisted, somebody that was complicit in it. And of course, Kristen might not have pulled the trigger, but she was complicit in it. And see, she could have pulled herself away from this situation when Wendy tied her hands and ran out the door. And Kristen, here she go, daddy. There she running. She got away. Now you're really part of it, because you knew he had a weapon and you knew what he was gonna do once she ran out the door. You snitched on Wendy instead of saying, "Get away, this man is dangerous." You snitched on her knowing what he was gonna do. In my mind, especially you might not have known that he was going to do what he did, but once you saw that she was conscious and she was trying to get out of there, you were complicit once you snitched on her and you told your dad, because you knew he was going to hunt her down and shoot her. You knew that.
It was giving reverse Get Out.
Exactly. Yeah. You knew what happened to her, and your brother is right there wondering what happened to Wendy. I loved her. What happened? First of all, you knew your raggedy ass mama faked a video of her. So first of all, he's already she watched her brother spiral into psychosis over that video. He literally went to another place mentally, and she watched him and let him do it. And then you saw what happened with with what your dad did with Wendy, and all y'all did was let him get all types of high and throw his ass in the damn bed. So you are very, very much as guilty as the dad. But that dad is I hope they lock him up and throw away the damn key when he get in there, because that man is a piece of work. And literally sat back and tried to make it seem like it was everybody else. Something is wrong with him. And I knew it had to be wrong, because if you stayed married to this woman who don't give a damn about your own son, staying with her, had you a little something on the side, don't care what happened to your son, told your daughter she's the family fixer, and all you do is go out and hoe. That's all you do. That's all he did in the family, was go out and be a hoe. Lock him up, throw away the key.
Jesus. God almighty, Miss K.
Stay in for life.
I'm just really talking, y'all. But it's true. I mean, at the end of the day, that's exactly what he did. I mean, and that's exactly who he was. I mean, it just is what it is at the end of the day. But I am going to give Kristen a little bit of grace, because she has grown up in this same house with these same parents. And I can't imagine feeling like you are the one who is supposed to fix any and everything. Like, you're the one who is supposed to take care of this person. Like, that's just wrong for them to put that on her in any way, form, or fashion. And that's not absolving her of being an accessory to this, because she came downstairs, she saw what was happening. I'm sorry, Wendy needs to stop spitting on people. Am I the only one who didn't give a damn about Wendy? Because I did not care about Wendy at all. I did not.
Was
I didn't care about
nasty.
her either, because I really felt like it was a whole lot of white guilt happening with her. I didn't like her for Ozzy anyway, but that don't mean he had to like that. Although I did not like Wendy at all, that doesn't excuse her mom for faking faking a sex tape, and her dad for popping her in the head. Like, none of that. They could have found another way.
She deserved it.
Yeah, I didn't give a damn about Wendy, but at the end of the day, she obviously knew all of the shitty things that his parents was doing and was going to expose them. And because he didn't want to be exposed, he was like, bye-bye, Wendy. Okay, we're going to leave you out here in these leaves in the dirt and in the back of the yard. Yeah, no. And we're going to let him go down for your unaliving, even though we know he didn't do it, because we know we had him passed out on the damn couch.
Now, if we look at the episode, y'all, his intent didn't start out to kill her. She came over to that house with that bullshit. She did that. And then she spit in that man's face, and he slapped her, and she hit her head on that thing. And then that's where it all went out of control. I'm not sure if the daddy wakes up and kills Wendy, to be fair. Like, I'm not sure if he like wakes up and be like, I'm just going to unalive her. I feel like opportunity knocked on the door, and daddy was like, shoot, bump it. She got to go. Because
he ain't bigger than the program. He know he can't be out here slapping and shooting white women.
Right.
Well, but I'm saying I don't think that
you going to jail.
Of course he's going to jail for that. I'm saying I don't think that was his intent to wake up and unalive Wendy. He made it seem like he was fixing something, but I'm like, sir, you didn't even try to actually unalive her. Like, it's just accidentally fell into place to where you got her to a place to be able to unalive her. But he made it seem like I had to fix this. I had to go do it. No, she hit you. You hit her back. She fell out. And then that's how all of this came. It's not like the daddy actually was like, oh, okay, I got this grand plan.
Oh, well, I came to your house to let you know I'm going to tell you about your raggedy ass. And then you're going to tie me up and bring me out to the cabin.
Yeah, when you pulled out a pistol, it was it. Then you had a plan. That was a whole motive. You ain't finna have fun again. When he chased her down with that Glock, I knew it was going to be a wrap.
Well, of course. I mean, he got to go all the way with it.
And then he had the nerve. Then he had the nerve to stop me, like, "Hey, Alex, we're gonna pay you. Keep your mouth shut."
Right? They didn't even care about Alex, y'all. Alex was just a afterthought over there. I said, so y'all just gonna do all? Because the first time when they showed Kristen doing it, I was like, so y'all don't care about Alex? And then when they actually showed what really happened, I said, oh, y'all really don't care about Alex. Is really a nobody to y'all at this point, but. Yeah, it is what it is. When she didn't even die from the gunshot wound, what was the crazy part about it? He got her out there in the woods, and when she said what she said, basically all this shit finna get burned to the ground. And then that's when he decided to take her out. To me, he still didn't have a plan. He was just going off the thing. He gave himself too much credit for some shit he really didn't plan to do. Like, sir, you got real lucky. Talking about you fixing something. Had the nerve to call them women bitches.
I'm glad to know Ozzy was there. That's why he kept having those dreams, those nightmares, because he actually saw her tied up. So I'm glad to know that. I'm thinking the girl was feeding him drugs and keeping him doped up. No, he actually was there and saw it. So his ass lied on the stand, or do he not remember going there?
He did, because
remember he said he wasn't sure.
He was still high though.
He was so high he don't remember. I mean,
remember
he was
at first he was saying he might have thinking he might have did it.
Because he was, but he remembered being there. He just remembered seeing her. Yeah, I was always wondering where those visions came from, but he was there, actually there.
You know, if he would have listened to Dr. Umar when he said, "Just don't be playing in the snow," he might not have been in this.
You know what?
Well, that's true. That is very, very true. If he had to listen, Dr. Umar is a wise soul. Okay.
Sometimes you could tell somebody don't play in the snow and they still gonna play.
That's when they go frolicking and then lay and roll in it then and fall in love with it.
After making snow angels and shit.
Okay. Snow devils.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
Girl. Doing the most. But y'all, we got to get to the end here because after we found out all that stuff, the daddy go to jail, yada, yada, yada. Okay, bye. Two things. We got the mama who went immediately right into trying to exploit Ozzy even more, which is why I can't stand that mama, because at the end of the day, she always tried to exploit him. She continued to exploit him, even in death. And, you know, it just was what it was. Tamika, thoughts on Raggedy Mama and her, I'm going to go do this interview, this man that showed up at the funeral. Can I breathe?
You know, I don't give a damn about this raggedy ass mama, okay? I hope when she step outside a bus, a plane, a train, every damn thing fall on her all at one time, run her over back and forth 1,000 damn times. This mama was trash from the beginning. She didn't give a damn about Ozzy. She didn't give a damn about Christian. She don't give a damn about herself. Like I said, to sit there and tell Jax she won and then proceeds to sit down for a freaking interview. Girl, goodbye. They should have put the damn handcuffs on her and took her out right behind her husband, as far as I'm concerned. I don't see why she got off free. You done lied, you done fixed damn videotapes, like you done hated your son for years for a dog that he ain't even damn take out. Girl, the list go on and on and on.
And we still never even got closure on what they actually did to Alex, because that was definitely her.
Right, exactly.
What you mean we ain't got close to somebody hired somebody to beat his ass?
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about her. The mama was the one who actually put the hit out on him. She didn't go to jail for that. She up in here doing
she didn't do nothing
to go to jail.
Yeah, she didn't get nothing for that. They just, I mean, I'm not saying that it got glossed over, because I feel like they wouldn't have never figured it out. Did. I'm talking about, well, I mean, sometimes people get away with shit, Moochie. Like, sometimes people get away with stuff. I mean, she just was better than the daddy, clearly.
Y'all see how much he got away with before the, you know what, never mind.
I'm just saying, people get away with shit sometimes, and I think that she got away with it. Especially now that the daddy, the bigger crime is the white girl. Come on, let's keep it real. That's the bigger crime. And now that crime has been solved. Ain't nobody probably ain't even given what's his face, Alex or whatever his name, a second look. They probably don't care.
If Olivia Benson was on the case, baby, she'll tie all this shit up. Because why is Alex
right? Exactly.
Because let's wrap this shit back around. Because now I'm questioning everything.
Yeah.
Hey. But yeah, that was the mama. But I want to talk about this because she was too quiet, and we knew that something was going to happen. We saw her out there lurking in the funeral and things, and looking like a fan. But this was his abuser. This was a person who did all the things that a lot of his trauma came from as well, right? And she continued to abuse him throughout his entire life, and then manipulated him once he got to be an adult and made it seem like it was something else, which we all knew that it wasn't. And even Ozzy at some point really figured it out, right? But she's sad as hell, and she mad at Jax. She is pissed at Jax because this is all your fault, and I'm about to take you out. And we end this season off on a first one ever, which is usually we're getting a new case per se because we know what's about to happen, right? The first season, we knew we were going into a new case. We knew where we were going. This season, we don't really know what the case would be, but we did end on a cliffhanger. We have Monica shooting, and there's Daniel there. Girl, I keep thinking about Dr. Umar. God dang it, Dr. Umar, get out of my head right now, damn it. Lewis. And Jax is there because Jax has left the firm, right? We ain't even had to talk. We knew she was leaving that damn firm. She left the firm with her one box and took all of her stuff in that one box and said bye, okay? And now she's starting her new firm, and Monica has followed her. Clearly, she has been stalking her, and now she is shooting. Who does she shoot? What did y'all think about this scene? Just, play it all out for me, whatever you thought about it. I'm going to start with you, Kay, and then Mooch, then Candy, and then Tamika, you'll close us out.
Hopefully Lewis got in the way. I don't know why, but I hope that Lewis got in the way and it wasn't Jax. Because, I mean, what value is he adding? At this point, he ain't even doing a good job of raising them kids. That was his one only task. Take care of them kids, and he wasn't doing that. So hopefully he jumped in front of the bullet and it hit him instead. But I hope that no matter who she shot, I hope that she didn't make it out that door afterwards. I hope that whatever happened, somebody football tackled her ass to the ground so that she can be underneath the jail, persecuted to the full extent of the law for old crimes and the new.
Okay. Mooch?
With the part with her coming in there, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which person she hit. And if it's Lewis, I wouldn't mind. I'm just saying.
Dang, Lewis got no love on this panel. Woo.
Look, I can't help it because he's not her match.
Thank you. Somebody had to say it. Thank you.
That's how I just feel. I just feel like
listen, Corey Cash is gone, y'all. He about to get married. He is off the table. It is donezo. This is who Jax has chosen.
He ain't said them vows yet.
But if Lewis does not live, Chestnuts will be back.
Nah, Chestnuts is a wrap. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Tamika. Thank you.
Yeah.
No. Please tell them.
Don't say that. Don't you put that on us, Tamika.
Yes. 100%. Chestnuts is gone, y'all. We love him. Love to see him coming. Love to see him, walk away. But listen, it is what it is. He out of there, okay? Essence Atkins done came up in this thing with her 5-10 seconds in the screen and donezo, okay? It's over.
We'll make it.
I don't believe it yet. I don't believe it. It's not over. It's not over.
Baby, when she become a widow, he's out of Chicago, he go. Okay.
Yep.
Child, we done killed Lewis off.
I'm just saying, the last meeting, it seemed like, okay, when he came to the house with her, he didn't want to speak until he saw that ring. So to me, I feel like he even know it. Lewis even know if he out the picture that's her man.
Oh my God. He know the vibes.
Oh my goodness. Y'all be giving Lewis the business. Oh, I think Candy should go.
Oh. Well, I know it wasn't Jax. Well, if she did get popped, it was just a flesh wound. She'll be all right. I mean, it don't matter to who got shot. I don't care. Because I know if it's Jax, she could be all right. But the other two, the bull dagger and the loser,
no, you didn't. Said the bull dagger and the loser.
That's real disrespectful.
He stepped his fashion up this time, okay? He thought he was doing it with them high-rise pants.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I always count on you to say something just crazy. Anywho, we just gonna move on down. Tamika, final thoughts over Monica and this
First of all, this is another damn reason why Mama need a whole damn building to drop on top of her head, because how the hell you never went and whipped Monica ass? You had time for every damn thing else, but you still let this lady freaking walk around after what you found out she did. I was waiting on that. And then we seeing her across the street looking. I'm saying, what this chick gonna do? And I forgot about you for a second. That shit pissed me off. Then you come walking in here. Yes, I need Lewis. Lewis, you took L's the whole season, boo. And you still my boo. I'm still rocking with you. What I really would be rocking with you, really though, is if you jumped in front of damn Jax and took that bullet for her, and then Jax proceeds to whip it on Monica's ass. I need Monica to get her ass dragged up and down and around these damn streets. I'm sick of her. Okay, I got that out. That shit pissed me off.
Somebody needed to say it because yes, Kristen didn't even do it for her brother. Somebody ain't go in the name of Ozzy and beat her ass, drag her all up and through the streets, all up and down the streets, and multiple times, because she been messing with that boy for years. She ain't got her ass whooped yet. Somebody need to do it. Jax might have to be the one.
The mother knew what was going on. Can't tell me she didn't. That's why, and she let it rock out because it was at the end of the day they wanted to get the money. Everything was for the money.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. I think if the mom didn't know it, I think the dad definitely knew about it. One of them knew about it. And we see now that the dad is a little more diabolical than the mama, because he don't care about anything that's happening as long as the bottom line always gets done. As long as I don't have to get out here and be the breadwinner of this family and take care of my family. And as long as my son is the one who is doing it, I'm good on that. I mean, it's, a whole tragic situation. I'm just mad that she didn't put that wig back on, because I don't understand what was the point in coming in here with the braid down and just, I didn't even know that was Monica at first. I'm just going to keep it for real. I didn't
She
have
didn't want to get no blood on her good wig, so she just smashed it off.
Okay, I said, hold on, who is that? To round it back like a couple of times. I said, oh, that's Monica crazy self.
She thought she was Gio from Set It Off.
Girl, that part. That part. Yes, Kendall, exactly what it is. A bunch of bombs, every last single one of them, waiting on Ozzy to do what he needs to do. But y'all, that is the end of Reasonable Doubt. Season 3 is a wrap. Overall thoughts just of the episode, and then let us know what you have going on. And then, we're about to get up out of here. Candy, start with you, then Mooch, then Tamika, then Kay.
Just check my page out and, to see what I have done, see what I have set up. And that's it. That's all.
Okay. Overall thoughts over this episode?
Love the episode. Enjoyed the season. Can't wait for next season 4. And if they're going to do Cash the way they did him this season, they can just leave him off, because I don't need to see him once or twice. We're gonna watch.
You want more?
Yeah, we're gonna watch anyway, so I don't need them to tease us with him and he's not there. So yeah, he can stay away.
That part, man, you ain't never lied about that right there. We need more. If you gonna show him all. Okay, that part. Mooch, final thoughts over this episode, and what do you have going on your channel, Bobo?
Okay, my final thoughts on this episode is I'm looking forward to see how they resolve this cliffhanger. Now, what Tamika suggested, if Lewis does jump in front of it to jump in front of the bullet to save Jax, that would be a redemption for him. And then I will see him in a different light. Are we gonna see what happens with the rest of Ozzy's family? That's what I would want to know. Was I satisfied with this season? Very much so. And I agree with Candy on the Corey Cash part. We don't need to see him if he's gonna pop his head in like this. I'm not interested.
Okay.
I like to see him strut in there.
we done took Corey. We done dang.
I don't want to. Don't have do it. Do it all the way. I need to see him all 10 episodes, 3 or 4 times per episode.
But
Yeah.
Like
being
they
that
did
she
last.
has her, let me ask y'all this question. Being that she has her own practice now, can you see him coming back and being a partner? I would, if he's a partner and him being a good lawyer, and we see that it doesn't have to be a romantic ass. Like they don't have to be in a romantic relationship. If he comes back and becomes a partner at her firm and they could crush it, I would like to see that.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I
what's
wouldn't
up.
mind that.
That's what's up. Tamika's Den. Overall thoughts and what do you got going on?
I enjoyed this season. I enjoyed this episode. I'm ready for season 4. I want to know who the hell got popped, and what the new case is gonna be with this damn, if daddy and old sister is still gonna be around. Listen, Jack's got too much going on. Okay, she don't need y'all in her damn lives. um, and as far as what I got going on, I've been getting busy all week. This is the first time in a long time that I had a full week of live. So it's more than enough stuff. At least one thing y'all should be into, and y'all might want to go ahead and check out. And tomorrow I believe I'm joining EJ. Sunday I'm joining EJ, and then it just go on and on and on and on and on. I'm trying to see if I could do some overall videos, but I don't know. Just keep your notifications on just in case. So and you can go and check those out too. That's about it.
Awesome. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Overall thoughts and what's going on over there at the Slice of the Horror.
This was good. This was a good season. Good episode. They really tried to pull at your heartstrings here. I wish there was a more wrap up of the dad and the sister that we've gotten introduced to this season. I wanted a little bit more drama happening with them, or at least a full story. But tragic story of Ozzy. Very, very tragic story. I just yeah. Terrible. Tragic story of Ozzy. Somebody echoing.
It was my thing. I was trying to see how I looked in vertical on the thing, and I forgot to hit mute. I'm so sorry. My bad.
What else? Yes, if we're gonna come back for a season 4, I feel like Corey Cash is coming, because I feel like he can come and help Jax with her new law firm and whatnot. If Lewis take the bullet, let's take the bullet to take Lewis out with the bullet. Like, we don't, somebody gotta
go. Not y'all wishing death on Lewis now. let him be in a coma or something.
That's why I said he could have a redemption story.
I said let's let him be in a coma
with his demise.
Oh my God. I would say, as far as this season was an amazing season. First and foremost, this was so great. I've loved every season of Reasonable Doubt, but I do think that I really enjoyed this one a lot. First season was great. Second season, I think, was good, but I just really thought that they stepped their game up with this. I was really, really shocked with Kyle. I think I can't remember his last name. So I can't Barry, I think, or something like that. But anyway, I didn't know anything about him. I've never seen him in anything. I know he played in something else that I just can't think of what it was right now. But I was just so surprised at how amazing job that he did. Ozzy was so believable, and it feels like somebody you might know. It feels like he could be a real person, and I think he just did an amazing job at bringing the character to life. I thought everybody did a really good job this go around. I was even shocked at Billable Bill, even though it still felt like Tommy. As we went on, it did feel like it took on a life. It felt like we got a bill. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna say 100%. Because y'all know everything just feels like I don't know what it is. I think the Tommy character just takes over him so much that it's hard to do something different. So, but I think Joseph Sikora did a good job at being Billable Bill. We'll see if he comes back or not. But other than that, I think best case scenario is that Jax or Lewis is in a coma. They're not going anywhere. Like, these two characters are not going anywhere. So I think those two characters are going to be there. I mean, we got to have Jax, but I think that Lewis is not going anywhere. Sorry, y'all. I don't think it's going to happen, Kay. But I do think that he could be in a coma, and I think he could be in a coma all season. The only other alternative would be for Daniel to, because there wouldn't be a reason for them to do this and only injure Daniel. He would need to and
because he already
got
shot before. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So something major has to happen to either Jax or Lewis, which means they can't die, but something major can definitely happen. You know what I mean? Y'all got to do better.
Your mama, your sister, your cousin, and your brother too.
Oh yeah, on the channel. Yes, the more trolls. On the channel, I forgot. Welcome to Derry, covering that. Dropped review for Predator Badlands and Frankenstein. I covered it in the 90s. Just did with TDT, It Chapter 1. And then this, and hopefully Bel Air coming up next, and Stranger Things recap I'm doing to prepare for Stranger Things season 5. Hit like and subscribe, please.
Hey, that's what's up. And then, of course, on my channel, of course, we got more family business stuff. So definitely make sure you check that out. I did a live recap over the family business. I also will drop another video over the family business soon. And then we have Married at First Sight on TDT. If you did not know, I have another channel. It's called Talk That Talk. And we're doing Married at First Sight Sunday. And then we're doing Power Book 4 Force on Saturday. And then we're doing Talamasca on Monday, and It Part 2. Kay is going to be joining us for that, It Part 2. So definitely check us out there. Tamika will be joining us for Power Book 4 Force. And then on Thursday, we're talking All Is Fair. And, we'll just do this thing all over again, except for we won't have any reasonable doubt because it's gone. Damn it, it's out of here. But I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have been great. Thank you, ladies. Moochie, we love you. Can't wait to get you back, with us full time, of course, when you get back. Candy, love you. Can always count on you to say the craziest shit because that's why I love you so much. And Kay, girl, Lewis ain't going no damn where, okay? He gonna be here to stay. Get over it. Tamika, love you. Always bringing the balance to this group. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Lighten up Letitia, Kendall, Diva Savage, the Lawrence Report was in the building. Demetria in the building. Michelle came through. Angelica, Renee, thank y'all so much. It was a lot of trolls in the building, y'all. I got a lot of y'all as moderators. So please, feel free to do your thing. You click on the button and you just put them in timeout or whatever. I don't know, whatever else they let you do, but do that for me, please, whenever you see the trolls. Because of this new format, it's just bound to happen. So it is what it is. But shout out to everybody else who came through that I can't see everybody for some reason, but she always late. Thank you for coming through. And everybody else that came through, we appreciate you. If you're watching this on the replay, please make sure to go ahead and type in #ReplaySquad and let us know that you came through. Let us know what you think. Who do you think Monica took out? Or do you think she took out anybody? Go ahead and drop it in the chat. Let us know what you felt about the episode. Let us know your vibe check, 1 to 5, and do all the things like, share, subscribe to all the channels, of course. And we up out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
He was searching for a reason, something he could feel. In a world that used his heart just to see if it could heal. Every smile was a memory, every night was a war. He kept trying to go back to the boy he was before. He said, I know I'm broken, but I'm still trying. You see the truth in me when I'm still lying. And I told him, you're not what they made you. You're the good they never gave you. Then one last time we became goodbye. He just wanted peace, not to die. Said